What should you do if you are forced to retire early and you don't have adequate money? There are many things which you can do. First is consider lifestyle changes. Eating out 4 days a week, 3 days a week, maybe now it comes down to once a week or maybe twice a month, right? So consider that lifestyle change. The big ticket lifestyle change which you can do is sell off your Bombay house for 5 crores and shift to Rajkot or Bhopal and buy a 1 crore house. You may not even need that much, including furnishing, etc., which puts an extra 4 crore into your pocket. But please understand, don't be in a hurry, don't be in a rush, because if you can't live there because your friends won't come there, or you have no friends, you have no roots, the question is, will you be able to comfortably stay there? So, but if you can stay there, then makes a lot of sense to shift to tier 2, tier 3 cities. Everything else gets cheaper, right? Your implant will not cost 85,000, it will cost 25,000, right? There's a big difference in all kinds of costs, not just medical costs. So shifting to a smaller house, shifting to a different location, or in I've seen a lot of senior citizens do is giving a portion of the house on rent. So if you have let's say you have a 4 BHK with a separate entrance for 2 rooms, well, you can give that on rent, right? So something like that, which puts some cash in your hand. Some of those things you can do, or sell off this house and buy a smaller house. That will put some cash in your hand by shifting to a different location or a different city. That will put some cash in your hand. Sit and audit your expenses and see how much of wasteful expenditure is there. I'm sure I have a lot of wasteful expenditure, right? So should you use a streamline streamline app? Actually you don't need to, but now we've got used to Amazon Prime, so we think we buy something, we should get same day delivery or next day delivery, and there should be no delivery charges, right? So similarly, Zomato has a golden client for whom there will be no delivery charges, right? So all these things do happen. So find out whether you have subscribed to some of these things which you do not need. If you do not need, get rid of it. So that is step 1. Look at your expenses, see whether you have adequately provided for all these things. So suppose you think you can withdraw 6% per annum. I'm just pulling a number from the hat. It is 4% in US, and so let us say for a minute it is 6% in India, and you need 6 lakhs a year, 50,000 a month, and you have 2 crores, right? So on the 2 crore portfolio you need a 6% return, which you can withdraw. That is 12 lakhs. Actually you can withdraw far more comfortably. So some of these things is what an advisor should be able to tell you. Then whether you want to shift cities, whether you want to shift locations, that can put some cash in your hand. Lifestyle changes which we have spoken about, your children starting to earn, or at least your children stopping or you stopping their funding for education because their education is over and they are going to get a job soon. If you're lucky to be in that bracket, then again good for you, right? So some of these changes which you make should be able to help the loss that you think you're making by retiring early or being forced to retire early.